Hi guys, this is gonna be a bit of a video. I just got back from Firstlook, which is pretty much the European, well not European, Dutch E3. And I played a lot of games, saw a lot of games. A little bit of tea. I just got back, so I'm tired as fuck, but I thought it'd be best to do it now, so I wrote down the list of games that I played. To do it now so I still had it in my mind, and I wouldn't forget. So I'm just gonna go by the list. I'm just gonna name the titles first so you guys know what's gonna come. I'm gonna talk about Company of Heroes 2, Hitman, Devil May Cry, just remember another one. Hitman, Devil May Cry, which is the new one, ZombiU and the WiiU in general, Wonderfull 101, it's also for the WiiU, Xcom, Nuno Kuni, I think that's the name, Painkiller remake, Assassin's Creed 3, Farcry 3. I keep thinking I'm forgetting one, but I'm pretty sure that's, yeah, there's also PlayStation Battle Royale, but I only saw that and didn't get to play it. And Resident Evil 6 was also there, but hey, we can all play the demo, and the game's freaking out, so let's not talk about that. So I'm going to talk about those games in that order. If you guys want to skip ahead, or like, I don't care about those games, then fuck you, and watch the rest of my videos. I'm uploading Absolution footage right now. I got 2 videos of that. Well, probably online before this video is even released, so who cares? There's not going to be any footage in this video either. It's just going to be me talking about this with a cup of tea. I'm wondering, there's not anything embarrassing behind me, is there? Nothing that could incriminate me as the murderous thief that I am. I'm actually going to check if it's actually recording. I'm so tired. Yes, it is recording. Because that would be really something I would do. I got a lot of posters as well. I'm probably going to show them at the end of the video. Alright, Company of Heroes 2. This is Uncharted. Company of Heroes 2. This was actually the game I went to the con for because I loved Company of Heroes 1. Bought it for $1 on Steam. It wasn't that good, the second one. No, didn't really like it. There was only one big level to play. Single player, and the rest was just multiplayer, and I've never been that big of a multiplayer player. And the single player map, it's more of the same. I expected it to be this warm, cold element. The only thing I noticed was that there was snow and ice, like as in ground, and the ice probably did something. I think it was automatically no cover, and the snow sort of slowed movement, but for the rest, it was just the same shit. It looked really good though. Like the graphics were pretty good. Like Company of Heroes still looks pretty good, except when you zoom in. And this game looked pretty good until about the half zoom mark, and then it's ugly again. But the rest was just. I think I expected too much about it. I expected it to be like this big, amazing experience that was completely new and innovative, and instead I got just Company of Heroes 1.5, basically. But maybe the full game's different. They have flamethrower units, and they had like this ability that it made cover flammable. I played for like 10 minutes. This flamethrower dude, it was like this wall of cover, and I ordered my flamethrower guy to fire flames at the people behind the cover, and what it did was the cover became engulfed in flames, and any unit that was at the cover got inflamed, which was pretty cool, so it kind of destroyed the cover. Love tea. Next one, Hitman Absolution. I did not like this game when it was first announced. Later on, I kept liking it more and more. I liked this. I really loved it. It was amazing. There was a new version. Because older demos still had the voice actor of Absolution, and this one had the original voice actor from the previous Hitman games, which they only patched in regularly. Maybe it was just this stage because there was like one piece of voice acting in it, which I skipped a lot of it because, well, why would I want to freaking watch cutscenes? I'll watch those when I buy the game. There was this one level, which I uploaded, was the marketplace, like the Chinatown. Didn't really get a lot of chance to experiment because there was huge lines, so I knew there was I knew about 2 ways. I quickly figured out. One was I just waited for the guy to be like, oh, I'm gonna get some food, and he walks away and just follow him. I saw him taste some food, so I was like, yeah, I can poison that, which I did later on. And then he took a little walk, took a smoke under a big rafter of blocks. Seriously, who does that? And I just destroyed the rafter, and it fell down and quickly escaped. Got a silent assassin rating, which was pretty cool to actually get. They also showed new gameplay footage of the library scene from a little bit of a different perspective, which was really cool. Especially to see it on this big screen. All in all, really excited for the game. I played the console version, and the controls were really good. You use the D-pad to switch weapons, and with left and up, left is like melee and right, melee firearms. Up is fiber wire, and down is conceal. So you'd like select gun, and then press down on the D-pad to conceal it, which works for me. Like it's easy. It's an easy way to grab a gun. It was only a bit hard to figure out how you could grab a gun and instantly use it instead of grab, conceal, get out of concealment. I couldn't figure that out, and I didn't know how to run. I was just constantly like, didn't work. I couldn't run. Even like my friend who got exposed, he was just going like this. I'm completely exposed, and everybody's firing at me. I'm just gonna walk. Also, a bit tricky thing is that you have to hold down the button to use an item. You have to interact with something, you have to hold down the button for half a second. You can't just click it, you have to hold it down. I have no idea why they did this. It's really bizarre. Moving on, Devil May Cry. I so hate this game beforehand. Like, I love Devil May Cry 1. 2 was an experiment, gone horribly bad. 3 was amazing. 4 had the potential to be amazing, but kind of flopped due to, I don't know what they did. They rushed it, I think, like the reuse levels. I think I played this demo for over an hour. I loved it. It was insanely good. I don't know how to explain it. The combat's really fluid. Platforming's actually pretty good. The art direction and the enemy designs are top-notch. Like the areas, they start to not combust, like implode, and constantly get thinner and thinner, giving you sort of this like claustrophobic feel. Combos are all over the place. You have like you have angel moves and devil moves. Angel normal attacks are a scythe. Your normal attacks are the sword, and your devil melee attacks are with that huge axe. You also have a whip, and you have an angel whip, which is the angel whip repels you towards the enemy, and the devil whip is like the scorpion. Get over here, which works really well. And the normal whip is your guns. You whip them out. So what I basically did, I uppercutted them, then whipped myself towards them, did a few combos, whipped myself towards them, fired a few guns, smacked them to the ground with my axe, and then did a kick or something. There were a lot of possibilities, and I think they changed the rating system, because in normal demos I saw everybody getting an SS, and I kept switching up my moves, and I barely got up to an S. So it either the game doesn't reward variation in moves and being stylish, or they really cranked up the difficulty on that. Damage-wise, I think the demo was set on easy or normal. You didn't take a lot of damage. Granted, I didn't give the enemies much time to deal damage because I was constantly juggling them up in the air and just hovering back and forth, which was really cool. A few things I didn't like was that there doesn't seem to be a targeting system. You just aim your moves with the control stick, which is weird. There's no auto lock or lock on, which a game like this, in my opinion, should have. There's no recenter camera. Well, there is a recenter camera button, but it's R free, not L free, but the camera button, and I couldn't get it to work properly. What else? Controls weren't that good though. L1 and R1 were both the same dodge, and instead of triangle being your normal, triangle still your melee attack, but suddenly circle is the up slash and down slash, and to devil trigger you have to press down both analog sticks at the same time. And it's something you want to do in a crutch, and I'd rather have it just be one of those evade buttons. Just, why do I need 2 evade buttons? I don't get this. It's fucking stupid. Devil Trigger is kind of different now. What it does is it changes you to regular white-haired Dante, sort of, and it does this little explosion circle which throws all the enemies into the air, so you can just juggle them until the thing runs out. Did not play the boss fight because I didn't want to. I just played the combat stage a few times because the combat was really addicting. There were these rumors that you could only use the gun every so often. I spammed the fucker. A lot of enemies have shields, so you have to use angel attacks or devil attacks to get through those shields and then start juggling them. And you could charge your handguns as well, so you could like hold down the button, start attacking, and then suddenly during your combo let go of the button and be like, bah! Like that, like in Devil May Cry 4. It's a really, really good game. ZombiU. I had to stand in line for an hour and a half to even play this game. We got about 10 minutes of game time. The game crashed 2 or 3 times. It was ridiculous. And with crashes, we literally mean thing had to be reset, rebooted. Loading times were insane. When it crashed, we had to wait like 5 minutes before the thing got freaking booted again. The game wasn't that good. It really wasn't. The controls were god awful. Like when you aim the stick, like the controls are like, it's like controller, whoa, I'm aiming the camera. Instead of like the camera goes like this, you know, like smooth, it goes like, alright, now we're here, and then we're here. It's like jittery. You just teleport your vision towards like, now I'm looking that way, now I'm there, now I'm there, now I'm there. It's really hard to do. You can't like smoothly go from there to there. It's like here, here. Freaking annoying. It makes it impossible to aim properly. Controls are really bizarre with, you can like push enemies away, which is a cool mechanic I guess, but it doesn't really work. I like the backpack mechanic. That's like the only thing I like about the game. The game looks pretty good. Gotta give it credit for that though. Graphics wise, it's pretty cool art style and all that. But like what I liked about the backpack is when you jump into water, you automatically grab your backpack and you hold it up above your head so it doesn't get wet, so it won't spoil anything that's inside. That's a cool little detail, that your backpack is like your lifeblood, and you only have one character from what I've heard, so if you die you have to restart the entire game. So it's kind of like a minigame, like how far can I get. We had a few weapons. I tried the sniper rifle, and with the sniper rifle you can like, you grab the sniper rifle and you hold up your Wiimote, like your Wii pad, your U pad, whatever. Hold up like this and you can like aim at the screen and use it to aim, but eventually I like started to aim like this. Because like the enemy kept like going out of the screen, so it was really a bizarre experience to not look at the screen and just turn the controller like almost at 180 degrees because I wanted to turn behind me because there was an enemy behind me. I was like, whoa, bam, whoa. That was kind of cool, but they really need to focus on the cameras more and controls. There was something missing. I have no idea what it is. Maybe it's community story. It felt shallow. It felt like a gimmick. Like I just said, the fun part was using the Wii pad, but that's just like when the Wii got released and every game with the Wiimote was fun. Everybody's like, oh, SpongeBob, the game, yeah, let's buy that because it has Wiimote. Call of Duty 2 or free. I got Call of Duty free, or Red Steel. Game sucks, but hey, it's got the Wiimote. It's new. And I think this game's got the same thing going on. It's got like a few nice little gimmicks. Nothing too bright. The Wonderfull 101, which is something that kind of went under my radar. I saw a trailer once and it was like a Platinum Games game. And it was fucking fun. Holy god. If it wasn't the fact that I had to stand another hour in line to get 7 minutes of game time, I would have done it again. It was so much fun to play. It's basically you control this group of superheroes with one main superhero and the rest are like his Robins. He's like the Batman, there is Robins. And you just go around town defeating bad guys, and you can. The fun part is you can recruit citizens to make your army bigger. I like encountering the grandma and a police officer, and you recruit them in your army, and the grandma like got the cape and a little mask, and the police officer got this really big police hat, and he joined your army as super policeman. And I don't know what Granny was called. I think it was Granny Woman. Really stupid name, but it's kind of going for this over the top. How do you call it? Over the top, comic booky, stereotype superhero stuff. And you got like 2 attacks. You have Rush, in which all your characters just freaking jump on the enemies and start bashing, beating. Grinding was like with this stick, like it's kind of like Pikmin. And you can also arrange them into like formations that they or like form a gun for you, and then you fire the gun, which consists out of people. Kind of weird. And you can make a sword and a fist, and those get more powerful the more army you have. You can also turn it into a sort of jelly thing that absorbs impact, and all these things are stronger the more units you have, obviously. And then we have, you can also do sort of a dodge, in which you do like woo woo. But can't explain how to describe that. It just looks cool. Really, as you can hear, a really fun game. I actually really enjoyed it. I'm probably gonna buy it when the Wii U is in my house. I was gonna say when the Wii U comes out, but I'm not gonna buy the Wii U, because now I'm gonna talk about the Wii U. The Wii U is a piece of trash. It is poorly designed, cheap, overpriced. I have no good anything to say about it. Like, I like the concept and that's it. The controller is incredibly cheap. It feels like a Fisher-Price toy. The plastic is like the most... Like when you have a GameCube controller and you throw that thing against the wall, that thing still works. If you grab a PlayStation 3 controller, you throw it against the wall, it kind of breaks apart. When you slightly squeeze in this thing, it's like... It almost bends. It's completely cheap material, and the screen is like plastic. It, like a friend of mine was kind of experimenting, like how far can I go when the guys weren't looking, and he literally just, when he pressed the screen, went like this. It kind of bended down. The plastic was almost bendable. It's like this cheap toy you buy in Toys R Us. It makes no sense. It felt like, you know, one of those knockoff toys, like the ZombiU made in Asia, you know, like those rip-off toys. It felt like that. It was extremely low quality. The screen wasn't high resolution. It was a worse screen than... I'm honestly gonna say my Game Boy SP has a better screen than that thing, and that's like, it had better quality when it came to visuals. Sure, it could handle. It's kind of like, it's got good visual presentation, because a few games like went into the screen and it, graphic-wise it looked good, but the screen was really holding it back. The thumbsticks were really sturdy. Didn't like that. Also didn't like the fact that, but this is probably just me not being used to it, was that the buttons were under the control stick. Like with most controllers you play like button, sticks, or stick, and then buttons are always up here. And I was like, sticks and buttons are down here. It was kind of awkward, but I'll probably get used to that eventually. But yeah, the thing feels really cheap, and visuals are really good, by the way. It's cool to see crisp Nintendo games, and you really see the art styles. Like Pikmin 3, I didn't get to play, but I saw it a lot. Beautiful. Whoa, that was a beautiful game. The art, like Nintendo always had great art styles, great art directors, designers, great illustrators, but they were always held back by the SD era. Like Twilight Princess, Skyward Sword looked great, but not that good. But give them HD and they work wonders. It looks really good. Rayman Legends, beautiful. Didn't get to play it. Yeah, the console, it feels cheap. I'm sorry, it just feels like a cheap piece of machinery. Moving on, because I'm probably running out of time. Xcom. Yeah, this was kind of a disappointment because I really wanted to play this game, because I played the demo and I loved it. It was like, yeah, extra new missions to try out. No, they literally had some PCs standing there with the Steam demo downloaded. Like, one of my friends was like, oh, I'm gonna play this game. I said, dude, go home and download it there and play it in your room where you have lots of time instead of 5 fucking minutes. Because, yeah, that was kind of cheap. And I didn't get the poster. Like, I got there a bit too late and all the posters were gone. And I really wanted that Xcom poster. Not because I like it, because I want it. Nuno Kuni played it for 5 minutes. That's the really bad part. Like, there were way too more people than there were actual consoles, so lines everywhere. And honestly, this wasn't the place to experience a game like that. And I think the developers knew, because there was the selection of 2 chapters, one being more the explore, city thingy, and the other was just, you have a dungeon, 3 minutes, enemies, go. I did the latter one. Combat was pretty bizarre. It's sort of real-time turn-based-ish, I have no idea. I couldn't quite get a grasp on it. Animations look amazing, the graphics look freaking beautiful, and I've got a beautiful poster which I will show you after this video, at the end of this video. If I have time. But yeah, really looking forward to that. Painkiller HD, or whatever it's called, Hell and Damnation. It wasn't even announced it was going to be there. I just saw it stand, so like somebody playing the game. I was like, Painkiller? Oh yeah, Painkiller. It's basically a remake of the original, except in HD. And at first I was like, yeah, this is probably gonna suck, isn't it? It's probably gonna be like this HD port where they just upscale graphics. No, they really remade the game. And it looks pretty damn good. It goes at a solid 60 frame rate. Music's still there. They kind of tweaked a few things, added a few new weapons, which are pretty cool. They have like this disc saw shooting gun that also shoots plasma. It's pretty cool. So I had the rocking soundtrack as there were headphones. It was just an all-out blast. They had like it hooked up to this big screen. Everybody saw me like bunny hopping through the stage, killing everything in sight, and we were like looking, what the hell is this game? Because it's kind of a relic now. But all in all, pretty cool. Then the quick 2, I didn't get to play these. I did see them. Assassin's Creed 3 and Far Cry 3. Assassin's Creed 3, I was like, at first I was like hyped, like, oh, it's finally gonna be different. No, it's the same. Now it's trees instead of a house. I literally saw Ezio like walk up to a tree and was like, whoa, pushing myself away like he does with a building. It was the same animation. Could have been an earlier build. Climbing a tree, from what I saw, you can only climb certain trees that have like these, like let's say this is a wall and they have like this, you put your hand in here to hold, an inkaping is what we call it in Dutch. Like this is the big, you can't even see that, why am I aiming over there? Well, there has to be like certain holes in the tree which you can grab onto. You can't climb all trees like hugging them. You can only climb on certain branches. It's really specific from what I saw, and didn't look that good, actually. It kind of looked more like the same. Combat is still the same, it's just killing spreeing everything. Just start with 1 counter or 1 kill and then you just go on a killing spree. I like the mechanic, but it makes the game too easy. Far Cry 3 just looked like Far Cry 2, except better graphics. And no malaria, which is a good thing. For us, I just got some cheap tickets, and there were a lot of goodie hunts. A few statues were giving away, but you have to imagine it's like, what, 1,000 people huddled around that, and yet chances of getting something are slim to none. For them, I actually got a Borderlands 2 t-shirt. It was pretty cool. Last year, I actually bought this little boy, this little grunt. Yeah, he's got a gun, but it's a badass grunt. I bought this one last year, and I wanted to buy something this year, but I didn't get the opportunity. There were like a few statues, but there wasn't anything I really was like, yeah, I want that. They had Resident Evil statues, but they only had like that knife guy from Operation Raccoon City with the gas mask. I was like, I don't want that. If they had like Leon or something, I'd buy that in an instant. And from Zelda, they had like these big miniatures for like 20 bucks. And it had StarCraft and a lot of Final Fantasy 13. And I'm not that big into StarCraft. I don't like Final Fantasy. And they had a cool God of War, a couple of God of War ones. But again, not that big a fan of God of War. So yeah, that was not that great. few other games I saw, Lost Planet 3, yeah, not that interesting. Need for Speed, not that interesting. They had Remember Me, which was a trailer, which was shown like once, and I saw like a glimpse of it and was like, yeah, I don't care, I'm playing Devil May Cry. What else was playable? Sort of thinking out of the top of my head, I think that was it. There wasn't a lot else to go by. Dishonored was missing. PlayStation All-Stars was playable, but it was a huge line. It was only like one demo available. For what I saw, it was not that good. Just not that good. I'm sorry, it's not that good. The game looks fun at best. It like where Smash Brothers feels like we have this classic configuration of all-star cast characters and like all sorts of cameos, references, like one big fest. This felt like we want to make money, and we want to make so much money in the sense that this product is going to make you buy other products. That's what it felt like to me. They don't have Snake. Why don't we have Snake? Because Snake's never come back in video games anymore. We got Raiden. Raiden's going to have lots of video games right now. So you're going to buy Raiden. Dante? Oh, you mean like the old Dante? No, no, no. He's not going to be in games anymore. We want the new Dante. That shit's going to sell. And that's kind of disappointing. I kind of lied. Snake's going to be in Ground Zeroes, but whatever. What else? Yeah, they had Little Big Planet Racing. Didn't play that. Didn't even know that game existed. All in all, it was a lot less good than last year. Last year there was a lot more shit to see, a lot more games to play. They had like Batman Arkham City, Mass Effect free, Battlefield free, Modern Warfare free, Assassin's Creed Revelations, all like these big name titles, and there was like big stands for them, like previews. And now we had, yeah, like a few demos. They actually gave Hitman a lot of mileage. There was like an entire stand dedicated to Hitman. It was like 20 consoles, compared to like PlayStation All-Stars, which had one console, or God of War Ascension, which had two, which you had to stand in line for. Which that line had like was like a 20-hour line, considering there were 40 people in it. Hitman had like 20 consoles, an exclusive screening. A guy from IOI was there, and he was like answering questions, talking to the fans. It was really cool. So that big props to IOI, knowing that they probably were in a really bad position with Absolution, really got to get their promotion straight. I'm going to show those posters, and maybe, it depends on how much time I have left, I'm going to check. We have 1 minute. Alright. I'll quickly put these suckers in. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is a Dishonored poster. Oh my god, it's pretty big. This is a Nuno Kuni poster. Don't break, don't break. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys enjoyed these damn good titties. Oh yeah, booth babes. Lots of booth babes. Like the booth babes. It's kind of disgusting at times, but hey, we're only men. Doom Free, Remake, Fiend. The Land of Skyrim. Got like 2 of these, don't know why. And this big fucker, which people actually stood in line for to get, and I just snagged one at the ending. Well guys, that's gonna be it. Hope you guys enjoyed the footage. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you next time.